Hello students, welcome to Read MedPrep Academy channel. Today we are going to talk about human reproductive health, part 5. In this we are going to discuss about detection of fetal disorders during early pregnancy and breast self-examination. Now going to the detection of fetal disorders during early pregnancy, commonly used procedures are ultrasonography and amniocentesis. Now going to ultrasound scanning or ultrasonography. What is ultrasound? Ultrasound or ultrasonography is an imaging technique that uses high frequency sound waves and their echoes, known as pulse echo technique. The technique is similar to the echolocation used by bats, whales and dolphins, as well as sonar used by submarines, etc. What is the principle of ultrasound? Ultrasound is a mechanical longitudinal wave with a frequency exceeding the upper limit of the human hearing, which is 20,000 Hz or 20 kHz. The diagnostic ultrasound that is used is around 2.5 to 10 MHz. It is produced by passing an electric current through a piezoelectric crystal, and the effect that is produced is called piezoelectric effect. Now you can see the ultrasound machine. What are the parts of it? It has a display board made up of LCD, a transducer which is used on the patient, the pulse controls, the keyboard, the CPU, the disk storage, and a printer to take the print of the reports. Now, what is ultrasound scanning? Ultrasound scanning has no known risk factors other than mild discomfort due to the pressure that is used from the transducer on the abdomen or the vagina. No radiation is used during this process, hence safe to the mother and the fetus. Here you can see how a transducer is used on the abdomen on the pregnant lady. You can see the development of the embryo. Ultrasonography is usually performed in the first trimester for dating and growth of the fetus, to assess the development of the fetus or organogenesis, for assessment of early pregnancy complications, and also to determine the number of fetuses that are present in the womb, and also to find out whether the pregnancy is in the uterus or away from the uterus, like the ectopic pregnancy. What are the types of ultrasonography techniques? 2D, 3D and 4D. 2D, there are several types of ultrasound imaging techniques. The most common type is the 2D ultrasound. This provides a flat picture of one aspect of the baby. Here you can see the 2D picture of the fetus. The 3D USG imaging technique allows the health provider to see the width of the image, the height of the image, the depth of the image, which also can be helpful during the diagnosis. Here you can see the 3D pictures of the fetus. The 4D ultrasonography imaging technique allows the health worker to visualize the unborn baby moving in real time with a three-dimensional image. Here you can see the beautiful picture of the fetus inside the mother's uterus. Now, what is amniocentesis? Amniocentesis involves taking a small sample of the amniotic fluid that surrounds the fetus. This is used to diagnose chromosomal abnormalities of the fetus. When is it performed? It is generally performed in a pregnant woman, most commonly between 15th and 20th weeks of pregnancy. How is it performed? By inserting a long thin needle through the abdomen into the amniotic sac and withdrawing a small sample of the amniotic fluid under the ultrasonography guidance. The amniotic fluid contains cells shed from the fetus. Here you can see how the needle is inserted into the amniotic sac and the amniotic fluid is aspirated through an ultrasound guidance. What can be detected through an amniocentesis? All chromosomal disorders, including Down syndrome, as well as sex chromosome abnormalities, such as Turner syndrome and Klinefelter syndrome. Several hundred genetic disorders, such as cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, can also be detected. The test is not used to look for all of them, but if your baby is at increased risk for one or more of these disorders, in most cases, amniocentesis can usually tell you whether the fetus or the baby is suffering from the disease. Even neural tube defects such as spina bifida can be diagnosed with amniocentesis. What is chorionic villus sampling or CVS? Chorionic villus sampling is a prenatal test. that involves taking a sample of the placental tissue and testing for chromosomal abnormalities. Here you can see that a portion of the chorionic villi is taken for observation and detection of chromosomal abnormalities. When it is done normally in a pregnant woman between 9 to 14 weeks. What can be detected by chorionic villus sampling? When the results are abnormal, it indicates Down syndrome. Hemoglobinopathies like sickle cell anemia, Tay-Sachs disease, sex-linked disorders like muscular dystrophy. More than 200 genetic disorders can be identified by chorionic villus sampling. Now let us move on to fetoscope and fetal Doppler. What is a fetoscope? Fetoscope is a small instrument used to monitor the fetal heart rate and other functions during late pregnancy and labor. The average fetal heart rate is between 120 and 160 beats per minute. The average is 140. Here you can see how a Pinard fetoscope looks like. An abnormal fetal heart rate or a pattern of the heart rate may mean that the fetus is not getting enough oxygen and it indicates other problems. Fetal Doppler, a handheld device called fetal Doppler, is used during prenatal visits by the specialist doctors to count the fetal heart rate. During labor, continuous electronic fetal monitoring is often used. Here you can see a fetal Doppler. Now, let us move on to the second part, breast self-examination. Why this is done? For the early diagnosis of breast cancer. Breast can be divided into 4 quadrants and the center part, which is the 5th quadrant. The upper inner quadrant, upper outer quadrant, the lower inner quadrant and the lower outer quadrant, and the central part around the nipple. So there are 5 quadrants for examination. The clinical quadrants of the breast with the percentage of all the cancers are found in this picture. The upper outer quadrant with the axillary tail, the percentage of incidence is around 45%. Whereas upper inner quadrant, the incidence of the cancer breast is 15%. In the lower outer quadrant, it is around 10%, and the lower inner quadrant, it is around 5%. Lesions around the nipple causing cancer breast are around 25%. Each quadrant of the breast should be felt for lumps using the palm of the opposite hand. Here you can see the manual inspection of the breast in a lying down position. The fingertips should be used, which should be close together. Each breast should be scanned with the fingers, maybe from the upper to the lower part, then to the lower to the upper part, all around from the periphery to the center and around the nipple area. The examination is done in lying down position or standing position or sitting position. Monthly once after the first week of the menstrual cycle. It is advisable to do the breast examination during a shower or in front of a mirror. Repeat the examination of both the breasts while upright with one arm behind your head. This position makes for easier examination to check the upper part of the breast and towards the armpit, the axillary tail. Do the upright breast self-examination while during shower because the soapy hands glide more easily over than wet hands. When there are any changes in your breast, kindly report it to your health care provider or the medical practitioner. If there is any tumor or any deviation of the nipple to one side or any blood discharge from the nipple, we can identify the cancer at an early stage. Here you can see the retracted and deviated nipple. The lower picture shows the discharge from the nipple. What are the steps in the breast self-examination? Step 1, in a lying down position, place your right hand palm up on the forehead and check your right breast with your left hand. The left hand fingers are used to form a pad. Move it in circular and exert pressure in the 3 levels. Maybe light pressure, medium pressure and deep pressure to feel all your breast tissue. In step 3, start the circles in your armpit and move as in the picture. Don't lift your fingers to make sure you feel the entire area. Carefully check the nipple area in step 4 using the same way in an up and down pattern. So what should we look for? Any mass or lump, pulled in nipple, any dimpling of the nipple or dripping from the nipple on pressure or without pressure, redness or rash, and skin changes of the breast. Now, what are the investigations of the breast cancer? First investigation is mammography. Mammograms are done for women above the age of 40 years. And you can see in this the 2D and the 3D mammography where the edges are irregular. Ultrasonography, young girls and women below the age of 40 years, ultrasound of the breast aid in the early diagnosis of the breast cancer. What are the other methods to diagnose breast cancer? CT scan is done, MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, FNAC, fine needle aspiration cytology, where a fine needle with a syringe is inserted into the mass and it is aspirated. Any tissue that comes out is examined under the microscope for malignant cells. Biopsy, where a small portion of the tissue of the breast is taken and examined for the cancer cells on the slide. How to identify the breast cancer in different investigations? Mammogram, cancerous mass may appear as a bright and irregular image with spiky or fuzzy edges. In an ultrasound, cancerous mass appears darker, indicating it's solid. It may also have spiky or irregular edges. In an MRI, contrast agent causes the cancerous mass or outside of the mass to brighten, then fade. Irregular or spiky borders are common. In a biopsy under the microscope, cancer cells may appear clustered, have irregular, large or additional nuclei by invading the blood vessels or the lymphatic vessels. Some examination hints for the children. Vitamin E is known as anti-sterility vitamin as it helps in the normal functioning of the reproductive structures. Sex hormones were discovered by Adolphe Butenandt. Syphilis and gonorrhea are commonly called as international diseases. 11th July is observed as World Population Day. 1st December is observed as World AIDS Day. NACO, National AIDS Control Organization, was established in 1992. Today, we have discussed about the Human Reproductive Health Part 5, in which we discussed how to detect fetal disorders during early pregnancy, how to do self-breast examination to detect cancer of the breast. Thank you. Kindly subscribe, like, share and comment our channel Read MedPrep Academy. Log on to www.readmedprepacademy.com. Our Facebook ID is Read MedPrep Academy. Our email is readmedprepacademy@gmail.com. Kindly post your questions in the comment box. We will reply with appropriate answers. Thank you.